Hello, crafty friends. This is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Okay, this video is going to be a little different because I had some problems with my video. I lost some of the content. Things just weren't working. So part of these DIYs are not going to be there. So I'll just walk you through what I did. This one actually was there. And so I'm just showing you, we're going to make some cute little candy corns and using the chalk paint to make the three colors. And I'm actually going to be offering these on my Etsy shop. So I'm getting a set or having a set of 12 for sale. So if it's something you're interested in, please check it out. And so just using the white and, the colors, and I'm loving that King's Gold. That's one of my favorite yellows. I think you know that. It's just such a nice color for so many things. And yeah, just let these things dry. And then I went over, well, it looks like I'm doing some pen work with a Sharpie. And then finally, I went over the entire thing with the antique wax from Waverly. And so that kind of stains the back, the sides, and then it kind of grunges up the white and all that and dulls it down. And then I put some jute string over it and called it good. And they turned out so cute. I'm very pleased with how they turned out. And very easy. There they are with the little string and the jute string. And there they are. So these are about the size for a tiered tray. You can use them just on regular decor, just to sit around. Just kind of a fun little thing to have. DIY number 2. This is one of them that the content is gone, and so you'll see just a few things. Just wanted to point out those neat little birch slices. I do offer those also on Etsy. So I'm just going to make 3 of them, and they're going to be pumpkins using that Waverly pumpkin color again. And then it pretty much pops right to the finished thing there. The blessed is just a wooden, I got some wooden pieces from Hobby Lobby. I glued all of these pieces together and added Spanish moss. And for the stems, all I did was roll up a piece of napkin. And then I just attached it with hot glue and wood glue to that block, which I had painted black. And there it is. I love how this one turned out. Here's a close-up of it. And there I added a little bit of jute string to one of them. Yeah, I just love how this one turned out. Very cute. DIY number 3. Okay, I made a cute little, I guess you'd call it a wagon, just painting this with the plaster color in Waverly. And then I went over the coloring with antique wax. And then here I'm just doing some wheels. And this is just it's a very firm piece of, like you'd have a paper roll, that kind of a thing. But it's way more firm than what it normally would be. And so I'm just putting on some little flowers onto the wheels. That becomes the wheels, and gluing that onto the bottom with both hot glue and some white glue, Aleene's glue, whatever works for you. And when I got done, I kind of thought, it looks a little bit like the Flintstone mobile in a way, with those big, thick, long tires, whatever. But it works. And then here, just doing that little sign. I wanted to put a cute little sign on there. And then just hand writing in some cute little saying, just something about pumpkins and I'm just going to decorate inside that little wagon. Just covering over those are those little chalkboards from Dollar Tree. Those are so much fun. This was a fun one to do too. I just had fun kind of going with it and adding here and there and just having fun with the whole process of it. Put in a little tissue paper so you don't have to add, the whole thing full of pumpkins. It's all for looks. And then pop in some more of the pumpkins. I did get some at Dollar Tree, and they have like this little pokey. It goes through the top. Well, I decided to use that poke stick through the top and make it into like a good old, the top of the pumpkin. And I just used some felt, and it turned out pretty good. And of course, you cut off the bottom piece and just layer them in there. These little cuties with, the buffalo check, those also came from Dollar Tree. I was very surprised to see those. And then, of course, these are pieces from one of those little hula skirts or whatever, and they look like little pieces of straw, and it just works so nicely. And there it is. It turned out really cute. It's pretty much autumn with that pumpkins for sale on there, but that's okay. And here's a close-up. I love how the little sunflowers turned out. Those are neat. Those are at Dollar Tree too. I think they're really doing well with some of their decor that they're coming out with. Okay, DIY number 4. This is our last one, and these are also a Dollar Tree item. And these are like, see, they've got a little place for a stick, and you can actually put a picture in there. That's how you get it in. But we're going to make it into a little coaster, and going back to using my King's Gold again, because that's such a nice sunny yellow. And I'm just going to make this into a sunflower. And so add 1 or 2 coats of that, and then I'm just dry brushing somewhat of the pumpkin color, the truffle color, and also white color. And that just kind of gives it more 3-dimensional look. It gives it, so it's not a flat looking piece. Now when I get to the part, you'll see I'm going to take that circular piece that's up in the top of the picture, and I'm going to be covering that with burlap. I wrapped it around there, but then it would not fit inside the circle, not very well. And so what I ended up doing is taking that off, and I cut it around it. And so I didn't end up wrapping it. And then it worked really good. And then in order to kind of secure around the circle edges, I did put some jute string. And then I did put some of this truffle on there just to kind of grunge that up. You can see it's not sitting in there very nicely. And I'm showing you I'm finishing that, but then I did end up tearing it apart. But it turned out really nice. It's really cute for a coaster. And see, you can see I did put the jute string around the interior part. Perfect for a coaster. I did put a little felt on the back side just to make sure everything was looking good. After I tore it apart, it didn't look so good, and it won't scratch anything. The final reveal. This is what we've got, folks. Well, I did want to remind you that I am selling these cute little candy corns on my Etsy shop. Thank you, dear friends, for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.